I get asked the question a lot from clients, how can I make my life better? And what they mean by this is how can they make it better with their family when they're having family issues? How can they make it better and repair and mend those issues, especially when you've been trying for years and you're just fighting and arguing, you're not seeing eye to eye, you're coming from two different viewpoints, and you're trying to talk to different members of the family, and it's just not working out, and it's making your life miserable, and you feel so alone and isolated and upset. So whether this is with family or friends, the best thing you can do is to try and work on loving yourself. Now, I know this might sound weird and a weird concept because you have the issue with the family. So why would I bother working on my self-love? Well, the reason is because everything stems from inside of you. Everything is just a reflection. So everything on your inside world is going to reflect to the external. So when you're having issues with your family or others around you, and if you've tried to talk to them, you've tried to mend those wounds and it's just not working, the best thing that you can do is work on yourself and work on your self-love, because it is something that you can control. You can work on yourself daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you're ready for. There's no right or wrong answers. There's no set time frame, and you can go at your own pace. But it's working on loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and getting rid of fear, shame, feeling isolated and lonely. And those feelings will eventually go away as you learn to love yourself. And what you'll find, and it might take a while, but that as you start to love yourself, you will rise up in vibration. And when you do that, then your inner world changes. When your inner world changes, then your external world can change around you. Now, we all want the fast miracle. We all want it to happen overnight. And sometimes it can take a really long time. But if you've tried your hardest and you're not getting anywhere with trying to mend wounds, family rifts, or with friends, then the next best thing you can do is work on yourself, because that will be the most effective way of trying to change the external world. And you do have control over that. So, ways that you can do that, ways that you can improve your self-love is one, some people have a really hard time with this, but looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I love you. And some people can't even do that, and it might take a while, but I'm just trying to give you some options of things that you can start to do to help yourself heal. So you can look in the mirror and say, I love you. You can, throughout the day when you're driving to and from work, when you're alone, you can tell yourself how wonderful you are. You have a beautiful soul, that you love yourself. You're a good person. You're worthy, and you're worthy of being loved. You can also cleanse yourself of any negative energies or negative entities. You can use sound healing frequencies like the Hertz frequencies on YouTube, and that's Hertz as in Hertz. You can also do sound therapy with like the singing bowls or classical music or other spiritual music that you love. There's drumming. There's all sorts of healing modalities. Doing Reiki, going to the library, and which is free, and checking out books on self-love, self-help, healing. Spending time with yourself, journaling. If you have issues that you're having a really hard time letting go of, you can write them all down, good, bad, and ugly, and then burn them and release them to God. You can have your higher self talk to someone else's higher self and try and mesh that out in the Dreamtime world or in the higher self realm. So there's multiple things that you can do to try to learn to love yourself, forgive yourself, raise your vibration. Also, you putting your feet down on Mother Earth. So dirt, mulch, grass, go for a walk in the park barefoot. That will really, that's grounding with Mother Earth. And I think you're going to feel better when you do that. Being in a river, lake, the ocean, the beach. I know the beach is such a wonderful place for healing. We can't always get there, but if you're close to one or if you can get there, I highly recommend it. So what else? Also, grounding mats are kind of a newer thing. And I recently bought a grounding mat and it does work. I can actually kind of feel it and I feel so much better. I've been sleeping so much better with using the grounding mat. So there's so many things that you can do that are pretty basic and simple that don't even cost money. Going out in nature, walking on the grass, and just knowing that you are worthy and you are loved and you deserve it. And work on healing those inner children who are feeling unloved. That is a way that you can really move forward. And then eventually, over time, and I don't want to scare you, but sometimes it can take weeks, months, even years for certain people who are having a hard time letting things go. But you will see a change. And that change will depend on you and your level of healing. So I hope that helped. Have a beautiful day.